Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Be the Change, Change the World, where it's not just a nice idea, but it's an initiative and a lifestyle. Welcome or welcome back to the channel, whichever the case may be. I'm so glad that you're here. This video is an experiment. I'm using, yet again, another video software for recording, hoping that this one turns out well. And so I decided that I was going to do an extra reading for both Capricorn and Aquarius. So this will be the extra reading for Capricorn for this month. It was requested and I felt led to do so. So with all that being said, make yourself familiar with my details in the description box below, which includes my legal disclaimer. I'm also available for personal readings if anybody is interested. I also do birth chart analyses, and if anyone is interested in either of those things, please look in the description box below for the description of my services and prices, and email me if you're interested. So also want to say, if anyone is interested in the free reading giveaway, please leave a comment in the description box below. However, do not leave it in the premiere chat, because if you leave it in the premiere chat, I'm not going to see it. So, X out of the premiere chat and put the comment in the video, please and thank you. Because I would hate to think that I'm getting lost messages in the premiere chat, and because I'm not seeing them. Anyhow, without further ado, let me just remind y'all that time is fluid and not linear, which means that this could be past, present, or future energy. Some details in the reading may or may not resonate with you. These readings are just an intuitive exercise of what you already know. If there is information that is coming up that you aren't already aware of, if it's creating confusion or fear, it's not your reading. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what are the most important messages for Capricorn and their cross watchers? Please and thank you. You could also have Capricorn anywhere in your chart for this to resonate, and of course you could be dealing with someone that has Capricorn in their personal planets in their birth chart. So we have, if you believe, it came out in the reverse, so I'm kind of thinking that someone is doubting this. And what is that? Is a peaceful resolution. So there is some doubt about a peaceful resolution occurring here. Whether this is you, whether this is them, but there is doubt here. And where there is doubt, there is no action, basically. But the peaceful resolution will occur if you believe it will. I believe this is going to be a reading for someone who is afraid to rock the boat in some capacity. And they're really scared. They're full of fear. And they're full of doubt. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what is this energy of fear and doubt and peaceful resolution about? What are the most important messages for Capricorn and their cross watchers? We have the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new job offer. This could be a new offer of some type of commitment. A pentacle. You know, pentacles is all tangible. It's what you can taste, touch, feel, or just have. So this is all about some kind of an offer. It could be a job offer here with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. If it's not that, it's some kind of an offer that helps you be able to work on yourself and so to go towards self-mastery. So whichever the case may be. But for most of y'all, it's going to be a job offer. At the top of the deck is the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So this is feeling like a missed opportunity here. This is someone who is filled with that fear and that doubt that this opportunity may not happen. The Knight of Cups is also someone who might be feeling overly emotional about it. And they're overwhelmed by their emotions. This also could be a relationship here that could be, potentially held up because of financial issues, because of the lack of a job. Doesn't have to be that, though. The Knight of Cups in reverse can also signify someone who is emotionally unstable and they're emotionally immature here. This is someone who definitely keeps their emotions hidden and they do not act on any kind of overwhelming emotion, or they do act on overwhelming emotion and just erupt. So there's a lot of possibilities for this energy. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse with the Sun in reverse. So the Knight of Swords in reverse, I don't know, I'm feeling delay energy, to be honest with you. Knight of Swords in reverse, this is someone who could be angry. This could be someone who is not communicating. This could be someone who is communicating but is deceiving another person. So take the energy how it resonates for you. The Knight of Swords in reverse. This might be someone who is delayed in giving a message. The message could be about opening up about feelings of love and emotion. It doesn't have to be. This could just be someone else's influence, right? This doesn't even necessarily have to be you. This could be one or more people here. The Sun in reverse. This is someone who is they're not vibrant. Okay, they mask their shine. The Sun in reverse could also signify anger, which could very well also be with the Knight of Swords in reverse too. Just angry energy. The Sun in reverse wants to keep something hidden. So what is someone trying to keep hidden here with the Sun in reverse with this toxic Leo energy? What is this person trying to keep hidden? King of Swords in the upright. This is someone who doesn't want another person to speak their truth, to act in a way that, they would be acting in the interest of their ethics and morality. This could be someone who is angry at someone for being honest, who does have ethics, morals, and values here. What's this Knight of Swords in reverse about? Please clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. Well, I've got two cards here. So the Knight of Swords in reverse came out with 2 cards. We've got the 7 of Wands in the upright and the 8 of Wands. There is a progression here with the 7 to the 8 in the same suit here. The 7 of Wands, this is all about them defending themselves. So this Knight of Swords in reverse, this is like a trauma response. They feel like they need to defend themselves. The 8 of Wands is fast forward movement. There's a lot of back and forth communication. I really feel like this is someone who is kind of like fast talking and hustling someone else from being honest and acting upon what it is that they want according to their ethics, morals, and values. So please clarify this Knight of Cups. Thank you. The Knight of Cups in reverse is the Page of Cups in the upright. So I'm really getting like deception here. Deception and toxic behavior. The Page of Cups here is all about an apology. I'm so sorry. But the Knight of Cups in the reverse, that's not... This is very diametrically opposed energy. So what's on the surface is that this person's apologizing. But deep down, they're not sorry. This is manipulation. And this could be about children, but it doesn't have to be. But this is someone who is very immature and unwilling to change. And they're really trying to keep someone blocked here. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Wands. So this could be all about working from home. But this could also be working on a satisfying home and family environment. This could be someone working on an announcement of whatever. It could be an announcement of a baby shower or some kind of a celebration here. But, you know, this is definitely having to do with working on a home issue or just working within the home. And please clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please and thank you. Ace of Pentacles. I'm being told to put these 2 back. But I have the 6 of Cups here. Six of Cups, you know, this could be involving children. This could be a work opportunity to work with children. The 6 of Cups also talks about the past. This could be about a past commitment. A commitment about children or for children or to children. There is definitely like a commitment that was made in the past about children. This is definitely a home and family situation. So there is actually children involved here. And there is another opportunity coming up here, and there is resistance in someone really taking a hold of this opportunity. This resistance could be internal. This resistance could be coming from another person. This resistance could be both inner and external. So take that how it resonates here. But there is definitely someone who is causing a delay. They could be feeling very defensive here. They feel like I'm feeling like this desperate energy to cling to something that is toxic and repetitive. And this is an established pattern of behavior as well. I'm getting the feeling of suppression, whether the suppression is internal or external or both, but there is definitely a suppression of truth here with the King of Swords here. Someone wants to silence somebody. It could be a Queen of Swords. The King and Queen of Swords is the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have a fire sign here. We have Leo. We have the Sun in reverse. So the Sun in reverse is not the best energy. This is someone who is angry. They are defensive. They have insecurities within them, and they're keeping those insecurities hidden. They operate from ego, from a space of ego and fear. And they do not vibrate at a higher level of vibration. This is a very low vibrational person in the way they act, the way that they present themselves, the way that they do things. This could be someone with Leo in their ascendant, or Leo in their Mars, or Leo in their Venus, or Leo in their moon. But this is like keeping secrets, and keeping secrets about their insecurities, and they just operate by acting defensive all the time. And this is someone who creates a lot of drama, right? With the Sun in reverse. This is someone who operates in drama. And this is someone who doesn't take accountability. However, they'll apologize till the cows come home, but the apologies are meaningless. This is a very meaningless apology energy with the Page of Cups in the upright and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is not someone who is sorry, because they're going to continue to behave in the same manner again. And this could be about, like withholding children from another person to keep them, stuck in, a home situation. But if this is a work situation, then historically, someone is used to working from home. However, there's some resistance to that from internal and external sources, but there is a need to stand up for what you believe in. Make sure you keep the communication open and clear, and state what it is that you need in whatever this working from home opportunity is. Please tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Emperor. This is very interesting energy. They're very diametrically opposed here. The King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who has made some type of a bad investment, whether that be in a relationship or whether that be in finances. So, King of Pentacles in reverse could also signify someone who is financially unstable. And there is a real need to get the finances in order here for the Emperor card, because the Emperor is all about routine and stability and order. The Emperor is like the boss energy. They make sure that everything is handled. And the King of Pentacles in the reverse is kind of the opposite energy. So this could be a different person here. Either the King of Pentacles or the Emperor. But there is an opportunity for working at home. We have the Emperor here, so there is success and stability with that, but it's all about building routine and structure in order to get those finances in order. The King of Pentacles in the reverse could talk about a lack of loyalty and dependability. I'm really getting someone who is emotionally or financially unstable here with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a need for structure and routine in order to make this home business work. Oh my goodness. We got the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles here. Someone is heartbroken over a work situation, working with someone else. The Three of Pentacles is all about cooperation and working with others for a common goal. And there's heartbreak here about that. Maybe home business failed in the past, because the Six of Cups can signify something that happened in the past, and someone was very heartbroken over that experience, and it's creating issues in the present with perhaps confidence or ability to be able to create a home business or whatever this is here. The Three of Pentacles signifies that there will be a need to work with at least two other people in order to make this home business work. So whoever this is resonating for as employment, there is a need to have two other people collaborating with you in order to pull this off. In order for this to actually be a tangible, lucrative home business here. Someone was burned in the past by collaborating with others, But how will that turn out in the present if they're able to overcome those fears from the experiences of the past? We got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Got the King and the Queen of Pentacles both in the reverse here. This could be a married couple with children. Both of them are in the reverse here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles could talk about, very much represents codependency. This is someone who, both of these individuals are not independent, and they're both having these financial issues together due to the codependency. There is overspending or financial misappropriation happening here. That is going to have to be released in order to achieve the Ten of Pentacles here. So this must be the heartbreak. The heartbreak must be because of, a codependent marriage where there's a lot of financial trouble, where there's issues with loyalty, stability, dependability. There's a lot of fear about finances here. There's really just a lot going on in this reading, Capricorn. And I believe that's why the If You Believe card came out in the reverse. Because this is a long-standing committed relationship, or maybe this was a long-standing work-from-home business opportunity that someone was, engaging with in the past, and there's just a lot of pain associated with the failure of that. So someone is in this energy of doubt, and it's due to the energy of past experiences. But there is a peaceful resolution here, but it's only if you believe that there is. There is a way to move forward from this, but it requires faith. It requires faith that you're doing the right thing by leaving whatever fears behind. Fears of repeating the past. Fears of, things not working out with your home business the way that you thought it would. The Emperor is here in the upright, so there is the potential through routine and structure to really get this home business off the ground, or there is, a opportunity here for a happy, stable, and solid home life here if there is work and self-mastery here being done along with structure and routine. But it's going to require action. It's going to require getting this other person that is in resistance with you. It's going to require getting away from them. Not letting their input sway you, bother you. For a lot of people, this is someone that is very mentally and emotionally manipulative. They have hidden insecurities, and they've got hang-ups about money and the ability to be able to take care of themselves. And I do believe that both the masculine and the feminine energy in this reading are both codependent and both have those financial hang-ups. If this is a marriage, they believe that they can't make it on their own without the other person, no matter how bad it is. So there's this element of, the cycle just repeating itself. Meaningless apologies are made here whenever, heartbreaking situations happen. The apologies are meaningless. And whenever it's discovered that the apology is meaningless because the person continues to behave in a very manipulative and emotionally immature way, that heartbreak keeps coming up. And it isn't being resolved because this person continues to have access to another person. There is a need for truth here. There is a need for real honesty about emotions that are being hidden due to insecurities and fears about money, fears about stability, fears about making it on your own or on their own. So there is a repetitive cycle here that needs to be broken. And as long as there is fear and doubt, this toxic and repetitive cycle can and will continue. The insecurities that both individuals feel, they need to be spoken about. There needs to be truths spoken on when it comes to hidden insecurities and hidden fears. Because with the sun in the reverse, they're not being discussed. They're being hidden. The elephant in the room is not being addressed. The symptoms are getting the Band-Aid slapped on them, so to speak, with the apology that is empty and meaningless. Because the Knight of Cups in reverse is someone who is just going to break your heart again and again and again. The Knight of Swords in the reverse is someone who is going to continue to deceive, to lie, and to manipulate again and again and again. Or someone who continues to lash out in anger in order to stand up for themselves again and again and again. And this anger has deceptive elements to it. It will continue as long as both the masculine and the feminine energies are engaging in this. There is a way out, but it takes hope and faith. And right now, there is no hope or faith being practiced or exercised here. What are the closing messages for Capricorn and the Cross Watchers? This is your life's purpose. God is in charge. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. We'll start with this. So there is a distraction here. It's a financial and codependent distraction. This is about a past commitment that someone has made here. A commitment regarding home and family, or a commitment regarding working from home. like a commitment to a boss of some sort. But anyhow, keep your eyes on your targeted intention, because there's a lot of distraction here. There's a lot of fears that is holding something up. There is a lot of insecurities that are holding up moving on from this. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and the courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. So, this is what I'm talking about here. There is fear, and there is doubt, and there is the lack of confidence with the sun in reverse, and the lack of courage with the sun in reverse to speak about something, with this King of Swords here, to be honest about what isn't working here, and being honest about the codependency that is occurring here. God is in charge. Dear God, please help me let go of the situation. Yeah, the situation needs to be released. But anyone sitting in the energy of fear and doubt, they're just going to do nothing and let this situation continue. Dear God, please help me let go of the situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. There is a peaceful resolution here if someone will give this situation to God, to the universe, in faith and trust that a peaceful resolution can and will occur here. Someone's life purpose is being held up here because they're afraid to walk away from the situation, whether this is a marriage or whether this has something to do with a past home business, or maybe this marriage has a home business tied up. Maybe the separation of a couple will affect a home business here with the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Emperor. And these all three are in the upright, so all of these are in successful standing here. But the relationship behind the home business is unstable, and maybe someone is afraid of losing this home business. Or if it's not a home business, this is just about that stability that it has been achieved here. There is an element of financial stability that has been achieved, but both of these people are ungrounded and codependent and stuck in a toxic cycle of deception. And, just that pain just keeps continuing because the apologies continue to happen, but there's no change behind the apologies. Apologies without change is always manipulation. And there is a lack of honesty here. There is defensiveness, and there is anger that is here that keeps coming up. There is a lot of conflict and fighting here. This situation must resolve. There will be a peaceful resolution once one person overcomes their codependency and their fear of, what if I can't make it on my own, or their fear about dissolving this home business. But once that happens, like your life's purpose is in the balance here. Or maybe your life's purpose is to be working from home, to be your own boss. And, someone is resisting that by continuing to do whatever else they're doing here. But there is an opportunity here for a successful and stable home business, or someone willing to work on a happy and stable family life here will create that structure and routine, or that structure and routine is needed in order to create a happy and healthy home life, to be able to work on that and master that. So however that resonates for you, take that if it does, and leave it if it doesn't. Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. This situation's going to take a lot of prayer in order to overcome these fears and doubts. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. So, there is a real need for prayer and guidance in the direction that one's to go in, and overcoming the fear of not being able to make it on their own. The fear of being, the fear and the doubt that are associated with that is causing both masculine and feminine energies to be ungrounded. That if this is a relationship that is founded on codependency, and this is not a wise investment in a relationship, because when it's founded on codependency and it's founded on manipulation and apologies without change, and this repetitive cycle here, like, this is a very toxic and unstable relationship. And these issues will continue to come up until they are resolved. So there is a real need to get clear on recognizing and acknowledging your fears and insecurities about money and stability, or even getting real clear on the lack of courage and confidence to make decisions that would be better for oneself, and doing nothing to stop the cycle from repeating itself, and therefore continuing to be heartbroken every time this other person's apologies prove themselves to be meaningless, because they continue to do what they're apologizing for. So there is no resolution in ending those behaviors that are resulting in these meaningless and empty apologies. So that is what I have here. There is a need for honesty. There is a need to pray for courage and confidence to make the best choice for you, instead of staying in this marriage or this home and family situation, or staying in the pain of the past and not really learning from it. That are the messages. But basically the life purpose is being held up. because of toxic codependency and the fear of financial instability, whether it's real or imagined. And a lot of times, if this is a marriage, it is very real financial issues here, because if there's no prenup, then the other person's like able to go for 50% of the assets and whatever that occurred in the marriage. And this might be a decision to stay together in order to keep that from happening. However, there's still some financial struggle here, and there will continue to be financial struggles and hardships, whether you're together or not. So, thank y'all so much for supporting my channel in all the ways that y'all do. If this reading resonates with you, please give it a like. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and if if this does resonate with you, then do some soul searching and really go within to figure out what it is that you need to do. And if the answer is something that you're afraid to do, you're just going to have to fear the fear and do it anyway, or you're going to continue with this karmic cycle of pain and heartbreak until inspired action has been taken to end whatever this is and to go in the path of your life's purpose. Because there is a resistance of someone going into their life's purpose by hanging on to old, outdated fears and belief systems about money and stability. If this is a marriage that needs to end and there's fears about finances attached to it, those fears are going to have to be overcome. The cycles keep repeating themselves because the problem isn't ending, it's continuing. And the problems will continue until somebody decides to end the cycle. And there will be challenges associated with that. And there is real fears attached to that. But just because of all of that doesn't mean that you should not take that leap of faith and go in a brand new direction. Somebody's in an energy of fear and doubt, and that energy is going to keep you stuck and paralyzed and continue to stay in this codependent, toxic cycle of staying with someone who is mentally and emotionally manipulative and deceptive. That's causing cyclical heartbreak over and over and over again. They're not sorry. Even though they say that they're sorry, they're not sorry. They just keep doing it. So that's very unfortunate, but we all have to learn our lessons, and it takes us each individually our own times to learn them in, and to prove to the universe that you've learned from these situations that I'm talking about. It takes you proving that, you have the faith and the courage to walk away from relationships or job situations that are are hurting you. And yeah, so it just takes that action to the universe to prove that you've learned this lesson, to leave this marriage or this job, this home business or whatever behind. Or not the home business. There is a need for someone to create their home business, but there is a marriage that is in the way. And if it's not a marriage that's in the way, it is insecurity about money and stability and codependency. That is issues that must be resolved in order for the life's purpose to begin. But in order to do that, the fear and the doubt must be overcome. So, thanks again, and I'll talk to y'all soon.